Warm welcome, Markus Termin, Astrologisches Stundenbuch, Astrological Book of the Hours. It's the 17th of June 2024. The moon has changed to the sign of Scorpio. The sun is still in the sign of Gemini. Let's have a look at the chart. Now this is the position we are in right now. The moon is in Scorpio. The moon has drifted to the sign of Scorpio, and as you can see, it's heading towards again the full moon position. The full moon position is going to be the Cancer sun and the moon in Sagittarius. This is going to take some days. This is not now, but it's tension growing. Then we had a major shift of two important planets. The ruler of the sign of Gemini just changed over to the sign of Cancer. We have a Cancerian Mercury, and the Venus herself is in the sign of Cancer, and Mercury and Venus do make a close conjunction today, and they are in the situation to have a perfect square to Neptune in the position of Pisces. You know, this is actually what is happening. It's a square from aspects, but it's not a square from signs. From signs, it's not a square position because they are both water signs, but from the aspect, they are still in a square position. The sun, however, is in a square position to Neptune for sure. So the Mercury-Venus square isn't too much of a big business because of the water signs being connected anyhow, but the fuzziness, the uncontrollable, the feeling of having uncontrollable quick movements, the insecurity of our days, the lack of orientation. This is all the square in between Sun and Neptune, in between Jupiter and Saturn. This is the signature of our days anyhow. And when Venus and Mercury move over to the sign of Cancer, there is a little relief on that. There's some solution. When Venus and Mercury move over to the sign of Cancer, the ruler of Cancer again is, of course, the moon. And if you have a close look, you might realize that we are with the moon in the sign of Scorpio, Venus and Mercury in Cancer, and Saturn and Neptune in the sign of Pisces. We come over from the idea of, which covered up the whole weekend, air energy. Air energy actually means movement, thinking, but as I said, insecurity and fuzziness in the sense of decision taking, because that's not easy with air signs actually. And now we are getting over to more emotional energy, because water after all is the etherical energy. This is the energy of the decisions that are being made by feelings, more by feelings than anything else. This is the basic situation. There's tension, there's growing tension. Scorpio moon goes for depths. You know, Scorpio moon wants to know the psychological backgrounds of anything, and connected with the idea of information and knowledge, in the sense of there's tension in between that. That means the information that we might get or we might not get does not really bring up a feeling of real harmony. You know, this is actually not really possible these days. Also, when the moon moves to the sign of Scorpio, he is up to an opposition to Uranus and Mars in the sign of Taurus, and Scorpio and Taurus is always the axis of what do you have, what do you own, what is about your income, you know, and tension in between the signs that are designed to are they designed? Well, might not be the right word, but they provide the idea of what do you have, what do the others have. But now, as we are in opposition to that, this might be a growing concern. This is basically the situation. To put it in one sentence and to make it easy, growing tension, keep on with your inner self in a meditative way, because that's what we need to get through these important days. I thank you very much for listening. This is Markus Termin, Astrologisches Stundenbuch at the 17th of June 2024. You can get in contact by this email address, and down here at my blog site you'll find the conditions for a consultation.